the formal part of our program is almost finished. We want you guys to stay as long as you want to tonight. We're going to cut the cake in just a few minutes, but I thought I'd give a few minutes to my mom and dad and see if they'd like to say something to you guys. Daddy, I know you do, Daddy. 2 minutes.
I don't like to say all that I've learned over these 50 years in 2 minutes or not. But, you know, it all started in church. You know, I don't know whether that's good or bad. But I noticed this little old girl sitting up there in the choir singing. And, you know, she got older. She's just like a flower. She started just blooming out, you know. And so one night I asked her if I could take her home, and she said yes, and I did. And I don't know, I'm not much on this speaking, but I don't know how to say it, but it wasn't too many nights after that. I took her home, and her dad had some front steps there, and she got on a step above me, and I don't know where it was planned or what it was, but the moon was shining, you know, and she had on a black coat, and you know, I just wanted to grab her, you know, and just really give her a hug, but I was afraid to. So she wasn't but 16 years old, and here I was about 18. And so I knew better to do that, so I kind of just put my hands, you know, on her, you know, right around there. And I mean, I didn't give her one big old smackers or nothing like that, you know, I just kind of, I give her a little peck. And that's what got it started, you know. So, you know, I guess I kind of raised her. I don't know. She was just 16 then, and she never did go with another boy, and I never went with another girl. And so one day we decided to get married, and we've had a good time, you know, along the way. You know, it seems like it was just a few days ago, and I'm just glad that all of you could come tonight, and I think of something else to say. Is my time up? Well, I did want to tell you, you know, I love her just as much as I did that night when I gave her that little pat. And you know, I was thinking the other day, you know, I've had a lot of hard knocks on my head through the years. She's kind of like a cat. You can't see them claws till you get them mad. But here it was coming up 50 years. I better watch out or I'll walk off this. And it's coming 50 years. I said, man, I need to be good, you know. And I think she's doing better too. You know, women live come along during these times, and if I took a vote like they're getting ready to vote, I'd probably get a 50-50 on that. But maybe I shouldn't say much more about that. But she's been good to me here the last few days, and you know, this is kind of funny, I guess. The other day, I said, you know, I need to get her something nice for her 50th wedding anniversary. And are you going to tell them about our honeymoon? We went. I'm not staying on the subject too good, but I just wanted to let you all know we spent $132, and we took a week's trip from Illinois through the Smokies and to Florida and Louisiana and back home on $132. I mean, gas was like, 20 cents a gallon. But we had a good time. But oh yeah, I was gonna. If I need to get back, I was gonna buy her something nice, And so I thought, well, I never did use this internet stuff much, but I know people can buy stuff on there. And it kind of embarrasses me to go into these here, these stores and see things hanging around, especially back in that women's department. And so I thought, well, I could do something here on the internet, but I'm not very good at pushing buttons, And I got on there, and then I didn't know how I got to where I was going to go. I thought I'd buy her, some real nice women's clothes or something. And so I had this here magazine. It was from Max Ducks, I think it was. And so I typed www.maxducks, and it popped up on there, and they had a list on that thing, what you wanted to see. And it said women's clothing. And I said, man, that's for me. And I punched that button, and I'll tell you what, I saw more women than I did clothes. So I did scroll down that thing a little bit. I thought, well, man, the newspaper will catch me up doing this, And who told me? She come in and caught me. And I told her, she says, what are you doing? And she didn't see what I was really doing. I told her I was just playing around on the computer, kind of learning. I tell you what, I got down there, and they had this woman on there. She didn't have a, what do you call them, night robe? Yeah, she had a nightie or something. It's just, it was one of them short things. And it was camouflaged. And I pushed that button. I wanted one of them. They said they'd put it in my basket. And I guess it's just like shopping at the store, you have a cart. They said, push that thing and it put it in my cart. And so I would argue a little something else, and I went on down through there, and it kind of embarrassed me, but they had this woman didn't have much. She had 2 or 3 things on, but she had this little video thing on, and it was about the color of them pink things there. And I thought, man, I want one of them. I punched that button. And that thing rung up and said, man, you done spent $50, $60. And they would place on there where you could say check out. And so, man, I pushed that button, I done checked out. But then they wanted to know my name, my address, and my phone number, and my email. They wanted to know what my credit card numbers was and all. I kind of hesitate to get them about all that. But I did, because I guess I figured I was buying it. And they wanted to know, when it expired and all that. But anyway, I pushed this button. I said, I gotta get out of here, So I pushed this button, and I never did. What? Am I too late? Okay. And I tell you, to this day. 1 minute. Okay. To this day, I hadn't got those packages. I thought I was going to get the packages with that stuff in them, and I was going to give it to her. And I got to figure it out. I either didn't push the right button or the mail's slow. I don't know, what it is. Because this has been 2 or 3 weeks ago that I did this thing. And so the other day I thought, boy, it's coming up. 50th anniversary coming up. So I said, Jackie, I said, what would you like for me to get you for your 50th anniversary? And she said, well, I don't know. She said, I'd like to have a watch, but I'd like to buy it myself. I said, get it. And so the only thing, and I don't even know where she got that watch yet or not, but I forgot to put a price you need a top price or something like that. And so I figured the next 2 or 3 days after this wedding anniversary, we'll get that settled out. But I'm glad I married that little gal, and I guess we're going to stick it out. I guess I need to cut a 2 minutes.